My area of study is Indian archaeology. Whether I look at proto-history, such as the Harappan civilization, or historic India, such as the archaeological imprints of Emperor Ashok, what I've tried to do is to get a sense of the past from what appears on the ground, from artifacts, from monuments, from mounds and related aspects of the material past. Archaeology is a modern discipline which only got established in the middle of the 19th century. And in that sense, all archaeology is modern, by which I mean that while there is a material reality out there, what we make of that material reality really depends upon the influence of certain specific historical circumstances. So why do archaeologists do the kind of work that they do? What aspects of their intellectual and cultural milieu impact on their work? Why, for example, was the Harappan civilization discovered more than 50 years after the site of Harappa was excavated? These are some of the questions that have fascinated me and that I've tried to answer through my work. This is the first time that the Infosys Prize in Humanities has been awarded for archaeology. As far as I know, in India, this is the first prize at this level for the discipline of archaeology. So for these reasons, I imagine that it is hugely important for the subject. I also think the prize means a lot because the process by which the Infosys Prize is awarded is actually so impressively fair. The quality of the juries, ensures that the highest levels of academic excellence are maintained. The challenge is that you don't have enough good practitioners on the ground because archaeology is still not a part of mainstream school education and higher education. The other major challenge is that there are not sufficient inputs from the sciences in archaeology. Anywhere in the world where archaeology has made great strides, it has been because of scientific inputs. So I do think that's the other major challenge. You really will have to make sure, the government will have to make sure that there are good students who opt for archaeology from the sciences. They can be encouraged through scholarships, other means, but this is something which is urgently needed. India has a very large higher education system. After the US and China, it's the third largest. But, in the last few decades, the commitment of the government to the liberal arts has been much less than before. Without that commitment, you simply don't create an atmosphere for the humanities, for research. A lot of the disciplines that make up the liberal arts actually explore knowledge for its own sake. But if you look at the models for higher education today, they are much more narrowly market-driven. So I think the mindset of government has to change.